Well, y'all, this week is supposedly the last week where the frost won't hit us anymore. This is supposedly the frost deadline for Middle Tennessee. And going to be planting some spinach and cucumber seeds today. It's very windy, so I have to hold on to them. Got my hoe. My Swiss chard's coming along real nicely. Lettuce is doing really good. And this is where I'm going to put my spinach. About a 12 by 14 patch of it. Right over here in between the Swiss chard, I'm also going to put a little bit of spinach. Sow a little more. Work up the ground a little bit, get it nice and loose. Part of this is in the shade, and the spinach should do all right because it's going to have 6+ hours of sun. Alright, I've got this chopped up, so now what I'm going to do is go through here with my hands and break this up a little bit. Push some of the dirt to the side. That way I can cover the seeds back up. Alright, here's the spinach seed. Some folks actually sow it in rows. I'm just going to do at random. Drop them at random, about 4 inches apart. 4 to 6 inches apart. And put a little extra 1 or 2 in there for good measure. And about a 1/4 inch of soil. Just lightly cover it. Just about a 1/4 inch of soil will do it. And then after I get this other seeds planted, I'm going to water it in real good. You always have to keep your seeds moist so they'll germinate. Yeah, I'm going to try something I've never done before. I've been gardening since I was a kid. This trellis right here, I'm going to plant my cucumber seeds at the base of the trellis on both sides. And hopefully when they sprout, I can get them trained to run up this trellis. That'll save garden space and have more room for other things to plant. I'm just going to sow these seeds at the base on the left and right of this trellis. And here is the cucumber seeds. I'm just going to put these little bad boys down in here about a 1/2 inch. About 4 inches apart from each other. It says about a 1/2 inch of soil on top of them. That's 4 or 5. Do one more right here. And I'm going to go on the back side of my trellis, put some more seeds right here. It's 1, it's 2, 3. It's 4, 5, 6. Put 1 extra seed for good measure, just in case. Cover them up with about a 1/2 inch of soil. And I'm going to water those in also. On the back of your seed packets, you have your germination rate, the planting depth, and takes partial sun and shade. The cucumbers do. Maturity is 55 days. On the spinach, they grow approximately 8 inches tall. Planting depth 1/2 inch. You can thin them out to 6 to 10 inches. Or you can direct sow like I did. I prefer to do that. It says the soil has to be 50 to 70 degrees. I believe it's that already. Maturity 50 days. So it's really windy here today. I'll tuck those under there while I get the water hose out. Alright. This is going on a month since I've been in quarantine. I didn't have to put off for time off, but I did on the safe side. So it's a great time for me to start my garden. So I'm just going to water these in. You don't have to flood them, just get them good and wet. The soil around it will soak up some of the water also, so they won't get too wet and mold. There we go. So over across here I have 4 hills of squash planted. Those 2 are Black Beauty zucchini. And those 2 right there across the way are the yellow squash, summer squash. I need to water these also, keep the seeds moist. I've got 2 hills of each squash planted. And the wind is blowing the water there. A little more on each one. And that should do it. Go ahead and water my lettuce a little bit. I'm not going to sow those other spinach seeds right here today. I'm going to wait a week. That way all my spinach won't be coming up at the same time. It'll last a little longer throughout the summer for us to cut and eat on. This is my Swiss chard. It's doing really good. Really healthy. I'll go ahead and water the carrots while I'm out here. Got little seedlings coming up, about 1/4 inch. Romaine lettuce is looking good. The beets are coming up. Kale's doing really well. Used to be when kale was just a garnish at the food bar. And I've gotten hooked on kale the past 3 or 4 years, and we don't buy lettuce from the grocery anymore. If we do, it's from the local farmers if we need it. We don't have any nutrition value in the iceberg lettuce. The darker the green, the more nutrition and vitamins and minerals you have in your body. This is collard greens right here that I'm watering. They've grown about twice the size they were when I set them out. Alright, that's all I'm going to sow and plant today. The garden's coming along pretty good. That way up there, that 4x6 bed is where we're going to put our tomato plants. Thanks for watching.